and welcome back to Bookish theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about ATEEZ's Wake Up the World, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of the video to see what it can tell us about the upcoming Korean comeback. Now, even if ATEEZ are still on their European tour and the Japanese comeback is around the corner, it seems that the Korean comeback is not that far behind because KQ Entertainment just pulled one of the coolest marketing strategies I've seen in a while. According to some Korean etini, a series of mysterious ATEEZ posters started to appear around Hongdae, which is a very popular area in Seoul. One of these posters shows a member of the Black Pirates wearing a mask covering his face, while the other reads, wake up world, are you there? It's time." On the right side of the poster, you can also see a QR code, and when you scan this code, you actually get redirected to an unlisted video on ATEEZ's YouTube channel. In this video, ATEEZ announced their July comeback with a call to revolution that invites the entire world to finally wake up, and if you want to watch it yourself, I'll link the video in the description down below. In this video, we can see a messy room that looks very much like an abandoned recording studio. On top of the door, we can see a sign that says on air. The room itself is full of cables and microphones, and in the shadows we can spot many speakers filling up the space. As the camera zooms in, however, our attention is obviously caught by the numerous televisions left behind, which also seem to be the only working devices in the studio. As the TVs glitch back on, we are greeted by the sudden appearance of a man wearing a white mask, and if you're familiar with ATEEZ's storyline, then you might recognize him as part of the same group that first appeared back in Answer and that has been hunting them down throughout the entire Fever series. These individuals are none other than the Android Guardians, who are giants dressed in white that act as the law enforcement of the street land. Like we discovered back in Fireworks, this is the homeworld of the Black Pirates, which in turn are the version of ATEEZ that come from a parallel dimension and that first appeared all the way back in Hala Hala. As we learned through the diary entries in the albums, the Streetland is ruled by a dystopian government that wants to suppress human feelings and emotions. Like the Android Guardian announces in the teaser, this regime thinks that the heart of man is plagued by a disease, and this disease is none other than human emotion. According to this dictatorship, emotions are the primary cause of the crime, wars and violence that put humanity in danger, so in order to make people easier to control and less inclined to rebel, the solution is to deprive them of their feelings altogether. In order to accomplish this evil plan, the government banned any form of art, intoxicated people with a mind-controlling gas that gives illusions, and sent out the Android Guardians to enforce these new laws. Tough times, however, also require tough heroes, so in order to battle this regime, the Streetland saw the rise of the Black Pirates, who in turn are the resistance fighting against this evil government. As we see in the video, for instance, the propaganda of the Android Guardian is suddenly interrupted by a message of revolution that invites the world to finally wake up. Even if we don't see who sent the message, given the context, we can assume that the culprits are the Black Pirates themselves, and in the broadcast they announce that time has finally come. This implies that in the upcoming comeback, the story will center around the resistance trying to take down the government and wake the people from the illusion that controls them. If you look closely in the teaser, we can see a symbol that stands for anarchy and the word guerrilla written on top of this face right here, so it seems that the themes of revolution and rebellion will be front and center moving forward. Since in the teaser we see an Android Guardian on TV and an abandoned recording studio moreover, chances are that the upcoming comeback will be set in the Streetland as well, and as it turns out, this would make quite a lot of sense. You see, by the end of the Fever series, the story basically reconnected right back to Say My Name and the Treasure series, so ATEEZ and ATEEZ know of each other's existence and helped each other out on multiple occasions. Last time we saw them, Yeosang was actually saved by the Black Pirates from the bunker of the Android Guardians, and the rest of ATEEZ was working to go back to the Streetland while fighting a mysterious cult in our world. This special teaser and the posters associated to it might actually imply that the upcoming comeback will not only show the return of ATEEZ, but also the return of the Black Pirates as well. If you look closely, the new title card presents ATEEZ's name split into two parts that seem to be mirroring each other, and the new logo shows an A that also looks a bit like an H. This might be a visual clue that ATEEZ and ATEEZ will come back sharing the screen once again, and if this is the case, then maybe this new revolution will span across multiple dimensions as well. Back in Kingdom, for instance, their performance of Rhythm Ta actually showed a part of the diary that foreshadowed that the dystopia was starting in our world as well. If this is the case, then maybe ATEEZ will transform into the black pirates of our world and fight this danger like other ATEEZ have been doing in the street land. To see how things will play out, we'll have to wait and see, but for now, let me know what you think in the comments down below, because I'm actually very curious about your theories. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!